Coming up, Hog football set to kick off year 2 under Chad Morris.
This is a sleeping giant. This is not an overnight fix. I think that we're building something special.
The D-line so important, especially in the SEC. You'll hear from that group, one where 4 seniors start.
But this year, I'm definitely feeling like we were more prepared than we were last year.
Also on the show, cornerback McClellan, who made 9 starts last year. Hear his tribute to a family member who was murdered.
Number 4 holds so much. He broke state records. He missed the Florida, and he missed the South Florida.
The grass surface back at Razorback Stadium for the first time since 2009.
We play on the concrete, we play on grass, turf, no matter, just spot the ball.
Gear up for game day right now. Would you play on the concrete?
Of course I would. Back in the day, man. Nowadays...
You're tough, man. Look at this.
Nowadays, I'm soft nowadays. No, I'm done with those. When I was a kid, yeah.
Let's double check it. What about playing on the natural grass this year? The return to the grass, what do you think?
Man, I love it. I was a big fan of it. You got to think when Houston was here, Houston Nutt, that is, we played it my last year with him and then the first year with Petrino. Then Petrino switched to turf. Both surfaces have, their pros and cons, but as a player, I prefer the natural grass.
Alyssa, what do you think?
Grass.
Well, you're pumped about it, right?
Yeah, well,
but didn't Drew Morgan kind of talk about the former Hog? He was pretty pumped about this return.
I think it's kind of cool, this transition, and I feel like grass is a really better way to play. I act like I know what I'm talking about.
In its natural state.
Hey, as long as you have a good field crew to keep it looking good.
I'm all about all natural.
Move on from that. Putting you on the spot. Now to Charlie Tamapea on the all-name team. Tamapea. He is, of course, one of the Vikings' 9 starters on offense. A consensus All-American for Portland State, despite being injured part of the season. 28 catches, 580 yards, 5 TDs for Tamapea last year. He was on track to go in the NFL draft. Not only that, John Chavis, the Chief, thinks he will have a long career in the NFL. Bruce Barnum, Tamapea's head coach.
We have a tight end that the NFL is looking for, ranking him a 3rd, 4th round guy. So if you're playing one of those machines the kids play, I'm probably going to throw the ball to him 66 times. If you're real, I want to run it 50-50. Just keep him off balance. I have to keep him off balance and take our shots. As soon as I see this, right, tapping out, take our shots at him to try to keep the pass rush out. So there's a game there of when we're going to go deep, but we're going to have to make those plays. Add some turnovers. Who knows what happens in the 4th quarter.
Cannot let Tamapea and the Vikings hang around, Alyssa Orange. Line of scrimmage league, the SEC. This is not an SEC game, but you got to control the line of scrimmage, particularly in a game like this. Put these guys away early. D-line, that's what we're talking about.
Well, you know what, Drew, DJ, you haven't been around, but Drew and I have had a lot of conversations, and I love this defensive line, and Drew knows I've been itching to talk about them since we were able to talk about them and talk to them on Media Day. You know Chad Morris wants to win in the trenches. He's got a defensive front, all seniors. Dorian Gerald, Sosa Agim, TJ Smith, and Gabe Richardson. Those are your starting 4. That is 84 games of experience between the 4 of them. Something you're not going to really find anywhere else on the position groups on this team. And then you add senior Jamario Bell, junior Jonathan Marshall, and then you complement that with the young and promising talents of Isaiah Nichols, Mateo Solai, and Colin Clay. Let that soak in, guys, just a little bit. You watch these guys during fall camp. They have swagger. They have confidence. They are ready to prove that they can be one of the toughest fronts to get through in the SEC.
Definitely say hungry. I would say that's, definitely something for our entire defense. Last year, we looked at it, we evaluated, and, we're just ready to go out and put something else on tape, put something a lot better out on tape.
Got a lot of experience up front, but one thing that's going to separate us is our just ability to stay technique sound, understanding what our assignment is and just go play.
We have a lot of seniors on this team, and we have some people with a lot of playing experience, especially with me and TJ. So we got, I think, 5 seniors on our D-line right now. We just stacked, so it's just time to put it all together.
So we're just stacked. I talked with a game afterwards on Arkansas Media Day about being a senior, and he told me, guys, it's crazy. He came in here thinking as a freshman, I'm going to play 3 years and then I'm going to go. He didn't plan to be here his senior year. That was not in the plans, but plans change, and he said he thought that they changed for the better, and that's because he thinks he's supposed to be here for the right reasons to help this program and this defense prove and turn things around. So it's pretty cool to hear him say that.
4 seniors starting up front.
Man,
how huge is that?
That's huge. And you talk about, the depth that they have, too. Coach Morris said that's the position group with the most competition. So that means they're just making each other better. And it'll be that way all year long. And hopefully they made the offensive line better during camp as well.
Absolutely. We'll get to that later in the show. The one and only Mike Irwin. Coming up, cornerback McClellan.
But I told myself every day I'm going to play to 100% if I can show him that his work wasn't in vain.
How McClellan honors his cousin who was murdered 3 years ago. Tara Talmadge has that story next. This is Gear Up for Game Day.